Hello my darlings, I hope you're all doing very, very well. I hope you are sitting comfortably, you are cozy and you have your snacks and your beverages. I'm here today to update you on a pretty big tattoo story that has happened in the past week or so. If you spend a lot of time on TikTok or the tattoo side of TikTok, then you would know about this story, and I did a video about it not too long ago. Just for a quick recap, around about 2 weeks ago, a tattoo artist by the name of Spriggs uploaded a TikTok having a full-on emotional crying moment because she had misspelt a tattoo and said that the client was pretty rude to her. The tattoo at first said love conquers all, but it was meant to say love conquers all, and then Spriggs attempted to fix that tattoo within the same day, which obviously was not good for the client's skin at all. And then the client come to TikTok and told her side of the story, and it was just basically a whole hot mess. And this client by the name of Lay is now left with a very damaged tattoo. It does not look good. Anyway, on the 18th of April, Spriggs uploaded a almost 15-minute video to Facebook, which is absolutely bizarre to me. Who uploads a video addressing a situation that they have been in to Facebook? You know, like, this all happened on TikTok, and Spriggs did delete her TikTok account, but the fact that it's been posted on Facebook, like, this is what, like, if I had to address a situation, like if I have messed up or anything, this would be like me posting to Facebook also, because I really don't use my Facebook page anymore, or Twitter, which I do use. I freaking love Twitter. Well, the good side of it, because, you know, it's quite a dark place at times. Could you imagine if I uploaded a video onto Twitter and just be like, you know, oh, hi, yeah, so there's this thing that's happened. Like, that just makes no sense to me at all. But I believe it's because only Spriggs's loyal follower base or what have you probably follows her on Facebook. It's that kind of thing. She uploaded it there because she knew she probably wasn't going to get much backlash from it. Well, honey, you can run, but you cannot hide. So she starts off this almost 15-minute video. She uses the popular content creator phrase of, I didn't want to do this, but continues to do it anyway, and records herself while she is driving. There's a couple of things in life that make me irrationally angry. Drink driving, people recording while driving, and there's other things. But come on now.
Good morning, guys. I didn't want to do this, but I also don't want to just sit by and let everyone twist me.
So you're probably thinking, okay, great, this is a 15-minute video, and within this 15-minute video she's going to talk about the misspelled tattoo and a little bit more in depth about everything that happened, and then, you know, take some accountability, even like a bit of an apology in there, or just trying to make things a little bit better for herself, right? Oh, no, just no.
I'm making this with a heavy heart because I don't want to make drama. I don't want to talk smack. I want to live peacefully with all the other artists in town and learn and grow from them. And I have reached out to multiple shops in town to collab or to do events, to learn from each other and to set higher health standards. Me and at least 2 other shops in town, so including like 4 artists other than me and an apprentice, I believe, are now all practicing wiping with alcohol after the tattoo, instead of just green soap to be extra safe. Things like this.
I'm sorry? What? Are you as lost as I am? Because I was very lost watching this. I was just like, why are you making this a point at this time of your life? You'll find out why this is like a thing that she's bringing up later on. Anyway, then Spriggs goes on to mention the misspelt tattoo.
I have a photo of what that tattoo that turned out bad looked like when it left the shop. And it didn't leave the shop looking the way that it looks now. There's only so much that I can do from the time that I'm finished and you leave, to make sure that that tattoo heals the way that it needs to. And I give out instructions on how to do that, and if they are followed or not, has a lot to do with what the tattoo looks like.
I mean, we all have a photo of the first draft before you try to fix it. And besides the spelling error, it's just a terribly done tattoo. It's pretty scarred to start off with. And this is before Spriggs did more damage to it. It's way more damage now. I can't believe Spriggs is doubling down again and blaming the client again. Lay, who is the tattoo client, cannot make that type of scarring herself. That is deep trauma right there. That isn't from, not looking after the tattoo properly. Spriggs is essentially saying that Lay has healed this tattoo badly on purpose. Like, I don't know, rubbed it in dirt, splashed toilet water all over it, gone to a morgue and had a nap with dead rotting bodies. Like, it just doesn't make sense, does it? Why would Lay purposefully mess up her skin for life? It makes no sense. Lay does not seem the type of person to be desperate for views in any way, shape or form. You can tell by her previous content and the content that she made of this situation. For context, for those that don't want to go searching, Lay posts videos of the TV show Love After Lockup, like little clips and what have you, and videos of her work. She is a hairstylist. That's it. There is no desperate attempts of being TikTok famous. So I don't know why Spriggs is getting at this whole, oh, she's doing this on purpose for what? For why? There's no track history of her trying to be desperate for attention, Ugh. This type of accusation is insane. Like, I actually just can't believe she said it from her mouth. She implied in the messages that she sent to Lay, that I read in my previous video, that Lay was not healing her tattoos correctly. So Spriggs says, I don't know how you are caring for your tattoo. You took the wrap off, and with all the following and points to prove with this, I don't know, but I feel like this has not been cared for correctly on purpose. I have never had someone leave the shop and have any infections or scabbing like that. But like, to hear her say it out loud again, like this is twice that she's implied this. Lay said in one of her videos that her tattoo aftercare is coconut oil and Aquaphor, I believe.
I use Aquaphor and coconut oil,
which are two very fine, normal things to use to heal your tattoos. Lay has also said she has other tattoos and she has used this aftercare method with her other tattoos and it's been fine.
I take care of all my tattoos the same. I got 14 other tattoos and none of them ever healed like this. I do take care of this tattoo. I take care of all my stuff. It's on my body. Of course, I'm going to take care of it no matter if it's messed up or not.
The only issue here is Spriggs and her work, okay?
I'm not going to publicly just demeanor other people and myself to prove a point.
I'm not going to demeanor people, but then continues to imply that someone is lying about the damage that you have done to their skin. Make it make sense. Like, this is the... Oh. I don't know what it is about this whole story situation, but it gets me so angry when people just can't take responsibility and accountability for their actions. Like, she is digging this grave that's so big. She's going to be in the core of the earth. She's going to be the first person to reach the core, okay?
But I also want you guys to know what's going on and hear my side of the story because I think that that's fair.
I think we can all agree that it is fair that Spriggs can say her version of events or say what she has to say. She has the right to do so. I mean, I think we have all heard enough. I don't think there is anything else to this story that Spriggs is going to say that's going to make us think that she's the good person in this whole scenario. But hey, if there is more, I'm more than willing to listen. We're all sitting here. We are seated, okay? We are ready for what you have to say about this, okay?
I care a lot about this situation, this industry, this career. It matters a lot to me. And this whole situation has been really, really hard because I'm being extremely attacked. Like, I have people making emails to make appointment requests telling me to kill myself.
I will start off by saying that this kind of behaviour is grotesque to me. It's obviously not okay, and anyone that goes out of their way to make fake email accounts and fake appointments and tell someone to, you know, themselves, get a life, okay? Like, go and touch some grass. That's just not okay. Nobody ever deserves to read such things and have to continuously have that in their eyeballs all the time. You may think what Spriggs has done is just horrific or whatever, but that doesn't mean she deserves that type of behaviour. To be held accountable, yes. To read crap like that, no.
Gotten out of hand because of the mentality when a group starts to do stuff. Because now I'm having past things that I thought that I had taken care of come up. So, number one, the health inspector's come in multiple times to my shop. He said that the walls are fine and that the aquariums are fine. But either way, I'm gonna get rid of them because I'm not gonna deal with people talking smack about these tiny little things.
Oh my days. I just, like, she's more worried about the damn aquariums than scarring someone for life. I don't understand. And to add on to that, she's going to get rid of the aquariums, even though she's been told they're fine. But she doesn't want people talking about them. But if a health inspector says they're fine, they're fine. Why displace animals because of what people are saying? It just makes no sense. And, like, she's more worried about people talking about a fish than her career. What? But, like, what about the tattoo? Why are we deflecting so much? Spriggs is facing some serious allegations here. Allegations of having racist undertones, okay? But she's just like, oh, but the aquariums! Like,
Next on the list. Okay, so the woman with the drama with TikTok. I erased my TikTok because, for one, she asked me to, and for two, I didn't want that message going the way that it went. I was trying to express that people make mistakes and that we care, and that sometimes things happen.
Lay may have asked Spriggs to delete the first TikTok of Spriggs telling the whole story and doing the whole, like, crocodile tear situation. But the fact that Spriggs just, like, did one extra and deleted her whole profile is bizarre to me, because I don't think Lay asked her to delete her whole TikTok account. Like, no one would ever ask anyone to do that. The video, yes, but, like, the account, no. It just screamed, like, she's just running from her problems. I don't understand, or just taking things far too far. And yes, accidents happen, mistakes happen all the time, okay? But the mistake Spriggs did is a permanent one, okay? It's permanent. Even with her fixing it's still a huge mess. And you have to own that. As the person that did it, you have to own it. Like, take some responsibility, okay? Don't blame everybody else for stuff you did.
And the clout that came around that created that situation to be something that it was not. And clout chasers will do a lot and say a lot without backing or proving.
Clout chasers. Okay, yeah, clout chasers. Really? What do these clout chasers have to prove exactly? The first initial scarred misspelt tattoo. What? Here's your proof, honey. Here's your proof. There's your proof. Okay, there's your proof. The terribly done fix of the misspelt tattoo. Oh, here's your proof. Here's your proof. Here's your proof. Okay, what else is that? The now semi-healed tattoo that looks like there's a hole in it because you tore up that skin so bad and now it looks like Braille. Whoop, here's your proof for that as well. Like, what else? What do we need to prove to you when there's photographic evidence of everything that happened? People that are talking about this situation are not clout chasers. We're just trying to make sense of the whole situation and trying to get you to hold yourself accountable, and then you can learn from it and become a better tattoo artist. That's all it is. We're not, like, here for blood. We're just being like, oh my god, take accountability. Because at the end of the day, you brought this to social media, all right? You brought it here. This is why we're all talking about it. If you didn't want people to talk about it, You don't put it on the internet. Anyway, Spriggs then goes on to talk about another situation that happened to her or about her or because of her on a Facebook page. And it's honestly pretty irrelevant, but it actually ends up having answers for us as to why she is the way she is.
Let's talk about how we got in the shop. Because I don't want to do this, but the shit getting said on the fucking Dickinson page, I'm not gonna fight with them, but I am gonna say, if you say that you're gonna train someone, if you say that you're gonna apprentice someone, then shouldn't you be able to commit to that into your life? Like, don't make a promise that you can't keep, kind of. And then on top of that, if you can't keep that promise, and then you offer something else, I didn't want to use names in this. And you guys kind of already know the story, so I don't know if I have to, but someone told me that they were going to train me. And then they brought me into the shop, and then they said they sold the shop to someone else. So I went to someone else, and I said, hey, will you train me? And they said, yeah. We sat down, we did all the details. I was supposed to do all the cleaning and everything for lessons. I never got one single lesson. And a few months later, they moved to Arizona, and they said, but we're going to keep our shop here, and you're going to run it. The only person in the shop that's never had a lesson. You're gonna run it. And you're gonna pay the rent and just keep things the way that they are. I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm scared. I can't be responsible for your well-being in your shop. So I said, I'm not gonna do that. They said, okay, well then can you move everything out in 3 days because we can't pay the rent? And I said, sure. And I moved it all out. A couple days later, all my clients and my next door neighbor said, we really don't want you to leave. Why don't you private practice until you can, continue on? And that's what I've been doing.
So yeah, that was pretty long-winded, but she basically just admitted to raw dogging tattoos. This basically means Spriggs has not been through an apprenticeship. So this basically answers all of our questions as to why or how Spriggs is just so unprofessional, why she isn't a great artist technically, why she copies artwork.
Of course, we've got some tracing too, some stolen artwork right here, saying it's custom. Here's another piece right here to your direction to this clown girl right here. Yeah, traced. It's traced.
And why she scarred the crap out of Lay, because she just doesn't know what she's doing. She hasn't had the training. She's out here, like I said, raw dogging tattoos and just winging it.
But in that mess, the person who said they would apprentice me was in the shop for a little bit. Couldn't afford to work there. Got a job at another place and left the shop completely. The other person that was there tattooing did some health standard things that even I didn't think were okay.
You know it's going to be bad when someone who is untrained, who has zero idea of health codes and violations and all of that, because, you learn that in your apprenticeships, and Spriggs didn't do an apprenticeship. So there's probably other things she's missed out as well because she's not aware. There's way more to clean tattooing than just, everything looking clean. It's actually terrifying to think about how Spriggs has been tattooing for all of this time in a tattoo studio. It's actually so terrifying that anybody can just walk into a tattoo studio and become a tattoo artist if they want to. Most professional tattoo studios would be absolutely not. Have you done an apprenticeship? No? Okay, goodbye. But some dodgy ones out there that just need to earn money, come on in, honey, sit down. You don't know anything about cross-contamination? Don't worry about it, it's fine, just sit up over there.
Leaving trays of inks and needles out, alcohol all over the shop when I came in the morning.
Okay, yeah, so the basic stuff. Alright, okay. Gotcha. Jesus Christ, what else has she missed? What else was happening in this studio? It's so scary.
When I moved everything out of that shop and cleaned up, there were multiple, maybe 6, I didn't count, but needle cartridge containers used on the back shelf just sitting. I've been told that I have stole the shop from people. I've been told that I pushed everyone out. I've been told that you can't be self-taught by people who were self-taught.
Okay, so let's discuss this whole self-taught tattoo artist thing. I very much know that the tradition of tattooing is basically built on people learning to tattoo by themselves and not being trained and all of that many, many years ago, okay? Like, I know where tattooing comes from. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. But that doesn't mean it still needs to be this way anymore, okay? We have apprenticeships and training and health codes and all of that stuff for a reason, just so it's a little bit more safer for everybody involved, okay? In my world, in a world where I want to promote safe tattooing, I say that doing it the right way, getting an apprenticeship, learning from someone that's been tattooing for a while, and learning everything you need to know to make everything safe for everybody involved, that's including you as a tattoo artist, that's a better world for me. You know, being a self-taught tattoo artist from like 20 years ago, it was a bit more understandable. But now that tattooing is so popular and a lot more accepted, there's literally no excuse to not go through an apprenticeship. I know a lot of people live in small towns where there's only like one tattoo studio or whatever, and it's pretty hard. But even if that was the case, then there's a chance that you wouldn't be able to tattoo in that small one local tattoo studio. You'd have to move anyway to get a job as a tattoo artist. So why cut corners and teach yourself to tattoo and learn all of these bad habits that you're going to have to unlearn? You may as well just move and get an apprenticeship at a city that's near you or whatever, or wherever you can get one. It's better to learn correctly the first time than it is to undo all your little habits and learn how to do things properly. But yeah, being self-taught is something that was obviously a thing many, many years ago, but nowadays I just don't think there's a reason to be.
This is a tattoo job. I am about to fucking quit. And I'm not about to quit because I don't think that I can continue on, and it's not because of the bad reviews and it's not because of the drama. I'm about to quit because this is what the industry should be like.
This isn't what the tattoo industry should be like. You mean, for example, bitching about your clients on TikTok? You mean blaming your clients for your mistakes? Giving your tattoo client scarification instead of a tattoo? And thieving artwork that isn't yours? All of these things that you have done that isn't accepted within the tattoo industry, and it makes you a bad tattoo artist. That's quite interesting, isn't it? That's very interesting if you ask me. As a walking tattoo artist red flag, Spriggs cannot moan about how bad the tattoo industry is because she is adding onto the bad side of the tattoo industry.
We should be able to help communicate with our clients and other shops without this disgusting backlash drama. Communication!
Yet didn't listen to her client's communication. It's just so funny to me that she just needs to hold herself accountable, but instead of doing that, she's pointing fingers at everybody else. She's like a freaking octopus. She's like, poo, 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 poo. You all thought you were here for a heartfelt apology, some accountability, weren't you? Yeah, me too. Me too. But hey, disappointing people just keep on disappointing, don't they? Spriggs then goes on to talk about how she is such a saviour because she did what any other tattoo artist would do and would never make a fuss about it or anything like that because it's just part of their job, you know? But hey, Spriggs is an angel.
Maybe about 2 weeks ago, I stopped a pregnant woman from getting tattooed. She'd gone to a shop in town. They botched her tattoo. Half of the lines were falling out. They were trying to take her and her 17-year-old friend for drinks. She felt very intimidated. She went to all of the other shops in town to ask for pricings on cover-ups. And two of the shops in town said they would do it for her. And then she's talking to me and she's like, oh yeah, your quote's good, blah, 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 blah. And just, I'm pregnant, and slips it out. I'm like, wait, what? You're pregnant? You can't get tattooed pregnant. Oh, so-and-so said they were going to do it. So you know what I did? I informed the woman why she should not do that. And then I privately reached out to the other artist. And I said, hey, can we talk? And they came and talked. And I explained to them the dangers of that situation, why they're not supposed to do it, and how we can all move forward from here. Because I don't think it would have helped the client or the artist grow if I just got on the Dickinson page and bashed to them all the things that they were doing wrong.
Does anyone else want, like, the ground to come and swallow them up? Because just any more of this is just kind of unbearable, you know? She's like still talking about herself and all the bad things that are happening to her and all the good things that are part of her job that she has done. I don't know if it's because I'm like chronically online or not, but I feel like this is the most bizarre video of someone addressing a situation or talking about a situation that I've ever seen. Like, I'll take the ukulele over this any day. And it doesn't get any better. Oh, no, 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 no.
There's lots of things in town that I get screenshots of, that I hear of, that I see, that I don't think is appropriate, I don't think is okay, I don't think qualifies as health standards.
She's basically saying, even though I'm not trained, I know better than you. I am better than you. She's talking like she's been tattooing for 40 years and she's worldwide known. And like, the ego is insane.
But I also don't think it feels or looks good to have someone just wave your wrongs around. If we can give people grace, help them grow in a positive way, I want to do that. I want to see us all grow in a positive way.
Nah. No. Wow. So she wants to help people grow and do better for themselves, right? But she won't do any of that for herself. You know, like owning up to what she's done, taking accountability. If she had sat there and made this video about, you know, just how sorry she is and she's taking accountability and all of that stuff, and that she'll try to do better and she's going to get some training and she's just going to make sure she does her career correctly, instead of talking about all this irrelevant bullcrap, I would have fully believed her. But this is just a load of crap. It's honestly giving the be kind Facebook mom vibe, you know? You know those middle-aged women on Facebook that comment on viral news stories and they'll say something incredibly mean or hateful, and then you go to look on their profile and they literally have a banner at the top of their profile that says be kind, and it's just like, practice what you preach, babe. Like, come on. Do you not see what you're doing here? Like, how are you this blind? And then she says this kicker.
I don't really know what else to say. This is eating me apart, guys.
It's very, very unclear as to what is eating Spriggs apart here. It's like legitimately so unclear. She's not mentioned at all, like, how guilty she feels about this whole situation and how guilty she feels for her actions. What's eating you up, hun? Like, is the people coming after you and trying to make you aware of how you fucked up?
I really want to do things absolutely perfect. And I want to give you guys everything that you need and that you want. And I don't know how to achieve that all. Especially in circumstances like this. But I do want to continue to be fluid with you guys no matter what. And it fucking hurts to feel like I'm being attacked like this when I'm just trying my best. And I put a lot of effort into getting where I am in the circumstances that I was left in. And I feel like I've always been pretty fluid with all of my clients about what's gone on, how it's gone on, how I'm learning, and what I can do.
I mean, she can't tattoo script work, that's for sure. She also can't tattoo melanated skin. She can't come up with her own artwork. Honestly, it's just so easy to dunk on her because she's in her own little la-la land. And I truly always, okay, it may not seem that way right now, but I truly always want the best for people. But she's making it so hard for me to be like, put on your big girl pants, okay, and go find a tattoo studio that actually cares about tattooing and that cares about you and future clients. Like, I would love to give her some tough love, but like, I don't think she would receive that very well. You know, all I'm hearing is excuses and woe is me for a mistake that she made.
100, 1,000 good tattoos, healed tattoos don't matter when you have one that's bad.
Are the good tattoos in the room with us right now?
Or one customer that doesn't care for it correctly, or puts you into a light, calls you names. It takes it all away. Takes it all away.
You mean one customer finally called you out on your bullshit? The most hilarious thing about this whole situation is the fact that if Spriggs never posted her first original TikTok, okay, this never would have happened. it wouldn't be a thing. Like, she brought this upon herself, right? And is now facing the consequences of her unprofessionalism. And now she's just throwing her toys out of the pram while the whole house is on fire, everything is burning around her.
And even when you have other artists supporting you and that care for you and that understand, when you have the one who points fingers in one direction and not at themselves at all, it hurts too.
The irony! The fucking irony! Like, how can she not see that even though she is talking about someone else, it applies to her? My insides literally hurt with this one.
And I just don't think that it's necessary, and I don't want to do it, but I also don't want to just sit here and not explain myself to you guys and just get all this backlash and just hurt and hurt and hurt.
Okay, so we've pretty much sat through 12 minutes of footage, okay? And she has not explained one thing. Not one thing has been made clear, okay? Other than the fact that she's not trained. She's only, in my mind, made things so much worse for herself. And we are literally just seeing someone crash and burn right now. And it is kind of sad, but like... how many chances does a person get to take accountability? I don't know. Like, how many, like, does the limit not exist? I don't know.
It's not even about this messed up situation. It's not about bad reviews getting wrote on my page that people don't even understand the story or anything to. It's not about that. It's about the fact that this community is supposed to be something so beautiful. And I want to get it there.
Jesus Christ, that she's not the godfather of tattooing, right? We've established that. She doesn't get to say what happens in the tattoo world. Not even seasoned tattoo artists have that power. It's a community, not a dictatorship, okay? And she is the one out here tarnishing that community and giving it a bad name. And this is how the video ends.
If you guys have suggestions, questions, got answers, any of it, let me know, okay? Until then, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on.
Well, as she asked, here are my suggestions. Take accountability, do an apprenticeship, and humble yourself. XOXO. So the comment section are pretty much full of people gassing her up and clearly have no idea what's going on here. There's this comment that says, big hugs, social media can be toxic, which I agree with, it can be. It only takes that one person to post anonymously and everything gets out of control. I mean, the whole TikTok thing, that was not anonymously. Okay, like we see faces, we know names. No. I'm so sorry you are getting attacked like this. Anytime I see it, I report it or comment on it. Because honestly, they don't know you or what you are about. You do amazing work and no one will convince me otherwise. Everyone, go leave her a positive Google review. We love promoting fake Google reviews, whether they're good or bad. I don't agree with it. You know, only leave a review if you've actually been to a place and had an experience at that place. You know, this will all blow over. I had the same thing happen with social media and people twisting things. It won't even be remembered in a few. We all remember Tattoogate, don't we? And we remember Lindsay Joseph, the tattoo artist that scammed a few clients out of thousands of dollars. Yeah, I think we'll remember that for a while. And I think we're going to remember this one for a while too. So yeah, it will blow over and people will start talking about the other things, but we won't forget. Just do exactly that. Stay off social media for a while so you aren't seeing all the BS and feeling down, and keep on keeping on. Your work speaks for itself. You have more support than you think. I'm so sorry this thing blew up the way it did. The harassment has been uncalled for. Man, tattooers are only human. I agree that people need to have more grace when it comes to social media and how they treat people. I'm glad we got to talk when we did. Everyone, of course, yes, does deserve some grace sometimes. Like she said, mistakes happen, things happen. But when things happen like that, you apologise. You say, yes, I did that. Yes, I messed up. Okay, it's all because of me. You don't like double down all the time and start blaming your clients for it. Okay, so yeah, that's basically a long-winded update on this whole situation. I honestly don't think we will ever see Spriggs take accountability for things that she has done. And I think she's just gonna continue to dig and dig and dig and dig and dig. I mean, this is basically like career suicide, you know? Like, it just makes absolutely zero sense to me. Like, this just isn't how you behave as a tattoo artist, as a person, you know? Like, a full stop, as a whole ass human. This isn't how you behave. Anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions about this whole situation. Comment down below. I am looking forward to your reactions to all of this. And until my next video, I hope you stay safe and well. And until then, bye!